some kits and some builds I've done. Cause mono building is supposed to be fun. So push play and away we go. It's time for the Glue Bomb Show. Yeah, it's time for the Glue Bomb Show. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Hey everybody, Dave Weiss here with the Glue Bomb Show. Today I want to share with you my update on my NASCAR Group Build entry. This is hosted by Jeff at Jeff's Model Garage and Fred at West Georgia Rods and Customs. And I've been having a good time with it. I've been building this Salvinos JR William Byron 2022 Chevy Camaro. I have wanted to try one of these for quite a while, and I finally got to it. Now, my confession for you is I'm not sure I'm going to get this one done in time. It's due by November 1st, and we're at, as I'm recording this, it's October 16th, and so I'm not sure because I don't get a lot of time to build some weeks. But I thought I would show you what I have, and so far, this is the chassis. Now, it's really nicely detailed. They really do a nice job on their kits. The parts have so many details in them. They're so well engineered. I did have a couple issues with fit, but all in all, fairly minor. The real issue I had with this kit was the instructions. The instructions have been a little... they're hard to see sometimes. They use these, they look like they're CAD drawings from the actual car. And if they're not CAD drawings for the actual car, they're CAD drawings that they made that look like the blueprint, quote unquote, for an actual car. But there are times where it's really hard to see where to locate the pieces. They really would do themselves a favor by adding a few more locator pins on some of these parts as well. But overall, as you can see, I've had a fairly successful build with it. It looks pretty good all the way around. I'm happy with it overall. And the thing is, when I put the body on it, you're not going to see most of this ever again. There were a couple issues with things like down in the bottom there, I don't know if you can even see it, but there's the fire extinguisher bottles. And you put those in, and then you put all this frame roll cage stuff around it, right? And then at the end, where it tells you to put the decals on, it tells you they have a decal for that bottle. Well, I tried tweezers and moving things and trying to get everything around, and short of tearing it apart, there's no way that decal's going on, so that decal didn't make it. Now, as far as the body goes, here's the body. Now, the hood is just sitting on there, so I'm only going to tilt it slightly. I have not had the time to put all the decals on because, as you can probably see, or maybe not quite, but there are quite a few details in the body that these decals have to lay down flat over. Overall, it's laying down pretty nicely. They have cuts in the decal where these protrusions come out, and they are pretty much perfectly lined up. There's a lot of details in this roof that I'm going to have to try to... I'm going to hit this with a pretty major amount of Salvicet when I'm done with this video. I wanted to get the video made. This whole thing pretty much gets covered with decals. There are decals everywhere. The last time I built a NASCAR car was probably about 15 years or more ago. And it was another 24 driven by a different driver, my favorite driver of all time, Jeff Gordon. And it was the same deal. So many decals. And I love to put on the decals. I think it makes the car really look fantastic. However, this one is wrapped in so many that I'm a little concerned about it. So we'll give you another update when that's done. I'm hoping to have this thing done by November 1st, but I'm not sure. I got a little vacation coming up and a couple other odds and ends, so it may or may not make it. But so far, guys, I would recommend one of these kits, but I'll also tell you they're not exactly for the faint of heart. There's a lot of detail. There's a lot of real modeling involved here. And as you guys know, I call this thing the Glue Bomb Show for a reason. I'm not the world's greatest builder. You can have fun with this kit, please don't get me wrong, but it's going to challenge your skills a bit, or at least it's been challenging mine. Overall, though, I mean, it's a beautiful body. The frame and the chassis look really good. It goes together really nicely. You're going to have to really be careful with some of these parts. I've had a couple times where I've had something glued on completely the wrong direction, but I just couldn't see it in the instructions. So I'd have to ding it a little bit for that, but, you know, man, beautifully detailed kit. And if you're a great builder, you can probably have a really good time with this. The other thing that I was a little concerned by was they tell you to mount the glass before you put the decals on. And I was like, no, I never do that because I always want to make sure that I get to clear coat it. Well, in their instructions, they say don't clear coat over the decals, and if you do so, you do it at your own risk. So since I'm reviewing these kits to share it with you, I decided to do it pretty much exactly the way the instructions show. I did, however, skip out on one step. There are two little flaps here. I'm not even sure what you call them. But one of them glues right here to the edge of the window. I'd probably be okay with that one. But the other one, if I had placed it beforehand, it would be right in the middle of the L of Liberty. And I'd be trying to cut it and work around. This way, all I have to do is find the slot with my X-Acto knife and put a little cut in there, and I should be able to glue the part on. But again, overall, it's a good kit. I have been struggling a little bit with it, but here's the other side of it. My life has been immensely busy over the last couple months, and I haven't had a ton of time to build. With trying to keep the show going and trying to get other things done, I didn't get as much time on this as I probably should have. The other thing is, I have this weird thing called a job. And I love my job. I love what I do. But sometimes, you know, you don't get to build the way you might like to. So I'm hoping to have it done in time for the end of the group build on November 1st. And you'll see it one way or the other because I do want to finish up this kit and review it well for you. And I would recommend one of these, but it's going to push your skills a bit. So that's what I have for you for today. A beautifully molded, engineered kit with a couple of fit issues, but nothing that's enough to make you want to throw it against the wall or anything. But yeah, it's decent. It's a good kit. I think it's going to look great on my shelf when it's done. I'm already really happy with how well those decals have laid down. So we'll see. Hopefully the next one, probably not next week, but hopefully the next one will be the finished product. So that's it. Take care. God bless. And remember, model building's supposed to be fun. This is a fun kit, but it's going to take some time. Take care.
We'll check out some kits and some builds I've done, 'cause model building is supposed to be fun. So push play and away we go. It's time for the Glue Bomb Show. Yeah, it's time for the Glue Bomb Show.